Hello, hello, hello! Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Blood Bowl Chaos Edition with myself, Verax, and the Very Rats. We're running at 9 frames per second for some reason. Don't know why that is. I hope it will pick up, because that's really not good. Hopefully when we get into the game things will be a little bit better. But yeah, I hope you're all doing very well. Last time we had a very good, convincing 4-0 victory, but it was against goblins, so that's not really a great test. This time we will have much more of a test because we are against the Necromantic team. I have had experience playing Necromantic before. They have a lot of different types of players, each filling a certain role. We've got zombies who sort of are kind of like our linemen. They're a lot slower though and not as agile, but they are a bit tougher, and they're basically just to plug the gaps in places. They have ghouls, which I guess are a little bit like our gutter runners. They're a lot faster than the rest of the team. They're not that agile for the these guys, but they all have dodge. And these got a block and strip ball for this guy as well, because he's level 3. But they all start with dodge. They're the quick, dodgy people. Then they have the wights, and these are basically our storm vermin. Little bit faster. Well, not as fast as our storm vermin. But they basically do the same thing as our storm vermin. They're pretty much carbon copies of them. Flesh golems is not something we have something like. They're basically a wall. They will not move. They're quite strong, and they have stand firm, so they ain't going anywhere. You can't push them, basically. They're a, right pain to get rid of. And then they have werewolves as well. Thankfully, just level 1 werewolves, and yeah, they have Frenzy and Claw. Claw's not going to affect very much because that goes through armor, but we don't have any armor really. But yeah, Frenzy lets people attack twice, same as our Rat Ogre. So our Rat Ogre is basically a big werewolf, if you want to do that analogy. But yeah, I just noticed their entire team made up level 1s, apart from this ghoul, Dirt Feeder, who has block and strip ball. This guy is very dangerous, because with dodge and block, very difficult to knock down. As far as our team goes, we're okay. We can't afford any new players yet. I will say that I have added Vin Diesel and Kevin Bacon to the team, sort of like possible team roster, the random names that can be selected. But they're the ones we have currently. Sigourney Weaver last time got knocked out, so she'll be looking for a bit of payback. And but she's back in it. So and we have quite a nice selection of star player points spread across the team, so that's what I was looking for. So let's dig in there. Let's go in then, see if our it's bumped up a little bit there. I'm talking about my frames per second, by the way, because it's pretty terrible. We have still a good amount here to spend money on. So let's see. I think we'll get another reroll, a Bloodwiser Babe, and another reroll. Oop, no, just one. Bloodwiser Babe. Let's do that. And let's see. We've got another 100,000, so an apothecary. I think that's probably a very good idea. So we have 2 apothecaries now. We have our normal one and the wandering one. So we have 2 rerolls and injury rolls pretty much, which is going to be very useful. The Wolfenberg Diggers. Yeah, let's see how this goes. As I said, I do have experience playing as Necromantic, and they only have the level 3 player, being that ghoul, who is their main threat. Their ghouls are pretty much the guys who score the touchdowns. They're the ones who carry the ball and score the touchdowns, and their team revolves around getting their ghouls into a scoring position. I really like playing as Necromantic during that playthrough. I played it in a multiplayer tournament, got to the semi-finals, I think, got knocked out by Inferno's Dark Elves in a very tough match. Anyway, let's take tails, because we've got tails, and I know we also have heads as well, and we shall have the ball because I want to score a touchdown. But yeah, you can't always say you have tails, so that's what we're doing. So I wonder whether we'll I always put my flesh golems on the sides to sort of like block off the flanks, basically. And yeah, the frame rate has picked up, so that's nice. I think we'll put the storm vermin, sorry, Tommy Lee Jones and Nicolas Cage on the flanks there. And we'll have Danny Trejo, that's it, Trejo, that's how you say that. Because it's Spanish. You should have known that. You should have known that. The Rat Ogre, I think, sorry, Arnie will have at the back. Michelle Rodriguez to receive it. But I think Arnie needs to be mobile. He needs to get a blitz in somewhere in order to punch a line so that my gutter runners can sort of run through and go where he needs to. I could put him in the middle here, but I think that Liam Neeson, Sigourney Weaver, Samuel Jackson are just going to have to take the punishment. Sean Bean and Ricky Rourke here, and I'm going to keep them out of the front line because they have 5-star player points each, which means if they get an extra 1, they will level up and then become quite useful. At least more useful. So I'll put these guys in there because they're bound to get injured. Let's accept that and see where we get with that. Werewolf's going to kick to us. Brilliant coaching. So that means that because basically they get more. Yeah, because they get 2 assistants. We don't have any assistant coaches, so they get to add 2 to the roll. And we didn't get any. Yeah. So they get another re-roll. So they got 4 and we got 4. Okay, so I'm not going to try and get the ball first. I'll try and get in position. That is how they have deployed. So they've put their flesh golems in the middle there, which is interesting. I'm thinking about maybe having this on so that I can tell what people are, but then I can't tell what... Well, I can tell what these guys are. I know that's a ghoul, that's a werewolf, that's a white, but I'm not going to assume you guys know, so I'm going to put it back to this, because what they are is more important than their names. So I can go and pick that up, which is good news for us. Ghoul and werewolf. Which is their better ghoul? Him. So we're going to go down this way. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably have you try and blitz him. Maybe even knock him off, sort of towards off the pitch. Maybe think about doing that. I think we'll have Ricky Rock go here, for reasons that I'll explain later. Okay, Danny Trejo, I'll still get that wrong. Yes, alright then. We're going to try and do this blitz now, with Arnie. Okay, it does. Excellent. Let's put that on. Oh, it knocks him off straight away. I didn't expect that, but that's nice. That's good. So, alright there. So we got a nice little area here. Then the Stormman can come and play with that white. These guys both have block, so they're kind of cancelling each other out, which is okay. It's alright. I'm leaving this as it is. We're tying up 2 of their flesh golems with 2 of our linemen, and their flesh golems much more critical to them than our linemen are to us. So that's all good. So sorry Samuel, sorry Sigourney, and sorry Liam, but you're expendable. Yes, expendables. So I'm thinking maybe I just pick up here, see if I can get the ball. I did. Well done, Michelle. Well done. And we'll move up here. Now I've got to make sure this ghoul doesn't come running down here, so might actually send... Let's see, because these werewolf and ghoul is a tough proposition, because these guys are both pretty hard hitting. Him with block and dodge, and you with your frenzy can be quite nasty. So I think I'm going to send Sean Bean back here to help her out. We'll put Kurt Russell up here with this ghoul. Maybe actually we'll. Thinking I want Danny to get up there, but he can't run up there now because it's too much of a risk, even with his awesome dodge. So I'll tell you what, yeah, we're going to be a little bit strange here and try and sort of like do a line with you guys, and hopefully that'll be okay. I'm hoping that Kurt Russell here can stand on his own, whether they even try to come through here. I mean, that's what a human opponent would try and do. Might not be what the AI does. Let's find out. Standing that ghoul up, as you'd expect. Coming through here. Yep, he is going to try and go through there. Doing it with the white, though. Of course, the gutter runner gets battered. And now the werewolf approaches. Now, the storm vermin does have blocks, so he actually has the advantage over the werewolf, despite his frenzy. And this werewolf's... yeah, I keep forgetting the werewolves are really... fast. Pushing down here as well. Sigourney Weaver got pushed by the flesh golem. Plugs another zombie into there. Alright, so Liam Neeson went down, but again, he's okay. And oh! That flesh golem, even with 2 dice block, got attacker down and attacker down. He rolled pretty much double 1s. That's pretty bad. Now I can get rid of this ghoul now, straight off the pitch with a block. That's really nice. Then if I move... Thing is, now I've tied up my gutter runners. So that was a mistake by me. That was an error. But we don't have to score with gutter runners. Got to remember that. But now I'm thinking is just here, here and here. I never explained why I put that lineman there, but that would be if he got pushed here. But anyway, that never happened. That was just to cover an eventuality that never actually occurred. This is okay. I'll tell you what we can do. Because Danny Trejo is kind of out of the picture here. Because he had to spend some movement standing up there. We can put you there and assist him blocking that werewolf. There's a block, so that's nice. Let's stand Liam Neeson up as well. Sigourney Weaver just got pushed. She didn't get knocked down. So, what I'm thinking here is doing this right here. I mean, this is a 3 dice block, unless I roll a 1 here. And I can even get rid of him with this lineman, and then Tommy Lee Jones can score. Yeah, we'll try this anyway. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to knock him down. I could have pushed him off there, but I decided no. I decided no. So, and get you up here to there and try and pass to, oh, that's 2 dodges, to here, and then try and pass to Tommy Lee Jones. So I'm going to move Sean Bean down to play with this werewolf. Probably not the best idea for you to be doing, but there we go. And Mickey Rourke's out of position there, so we can move him again, probably next to the werewolf. To I've still got my blitz, of course. Mustn't forget that. But you know what? I think he'd probably be better over here because this werewolf can just dodge away, and if he even picks up the ball, he can run up here, and then the werewolf can follow him quite well. So let's put him plugging behind the werewolf here. And I do have you as well. You can run away. But this is critical. Let's try and do a pass, shall we? To that Stormman. From Michelle Rodriguez to Tommy Lee Jones. Here we go. We're going to try and pass it. I can also re-roll it as well. Okay, failed the catch. Try and re-roll the catch? I'd say so. Nice! Alright, caught it. Excellent. That means a star player point for Michelle Rodriguez, which doesn't really work because, you know, she only got that because he succeeded in catching. But nevertheless, you run the hell up there, Tommy Lee Jones, and you are probably going to score. That's real nice. And now we can... I'm going to dodge my gutter runner away here. Danny Trejo is going to dodge away, probably to like somewhere like here. Get him out of that. And then we're hopefully going to get a nice block on this. Yep, block. Both down. Means that it doesn't count for me. And knocked the werewolf out. That was well worth doing. Here we got nothing. I'm afraid that Samuel L. Jackson and Sigourney Weaver... These red dice... Oh, that red dice means that you roll 2 dice, but your opponent gets to choose the result, which is, you know, not great. But we do have a block here, which is kind of risky. Because he has block, so I'd need like a defender stumbles or an attacker down. Or a defender down. So it's a 5 or 6, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to just end the turn, let him roll the dice. You can run him up here all you want, but the ball is down there. Crowd are going wild. Yeah, you can run players down there, but you ain't going to catch him. We have scored. And next time, I'm not going to mess about. I'm just going to have Tommy Lee Jones score that touchdown. Get his first star players on the board. The white pushed Samuel L. Jackson. Ouch! And the flesh golem just splattered Samuel L. Jackson. But he's a tough son of a gun, and he'll stand up next turn. I think he's stunned. No, he's not. He's just knocked down. It doesn't matter anyway because we're going to score. And then, of course, we get the issue of... okay, he's got a turn over there. He didn't pick him up. You notice that? Because if you picked him up and tried to dodge him, he could either fall down, or if you just picked him up and knock him out. So that's fine. Yeah, we're just going to do this. We are just going to do this and move ahead. So there we go. We're 1-0 up. I could have stalled that for another turn, and that would actually have helped us, because now I've given them another turn to score against us. That werewolf is still out, which is nice, so he's 1 werewolf down. But that'll just mean he gets another zombie on the pitch, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, I'm sure one of them will go off eventually. So yeah, he's still got enough players, because his zombies are... His mouse... Rats again! My mouse got stuck. Whatever. So yeah, same... I reckon we'll do the same sort of setup there. Worked pretty well last time. So let's accept that and see what he does. Oh, except I have to kick it to him, right? I'll kick it to him. Sort of in the middle-ish, because I don't want it going off the side. Michelle Rodriguez with the kick. Brilliant coaching. Except I did deploy there for receiving. Oh, it's gone right there. That's really nice for him. He's actually blitzing down this way. He's blitzing Sean Bean and just, yeah, knocks him over. Okay. Lip Splitter's not trying to pick it up. Neither is the white. Stefan the villain is the werewolf. No! Well, he tried. He's trying to give the werewolf the ball. I suppose it's because he's got the highest movement. Well, now, possibly, I could just spring this. Go and pick that up. It's risky, obviously, and I can always just try and get a blitz. Let's see. Can't get to that ghoul very easily. I'll try and take out this white, possibly. Again, blocking the white is risky because he's got block, especially with Arnie. I don't think Arnie get knocked over, because Arnie doesn't really have that great armor value, to be honest. None of our people do. And he is an expensive player, as you'd expect. We get Michelle Rodriguez down here. Get an assist on that white, so that Stormvermin gets 2 dice on the white, which is really nice. Won't do that yet, though. Stand Sean Bean up. We'll move... Yeah, you've got block and dodge and everything. Nasty, nasty. Except I'll be wasting you, putting you anywhere. But I do want to tie him up with someone, and I don't think I want to do it with a gutter runner. So we'll put you there. We can always have Nicolas Cage just run around the back here. But I'm not sure what good he'll do. He can always get, like, here within the next turn if I manage to get the ball. And I think that's sort of what they're for, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's just taking that ghoul out. But if I block him and get him out the way, then Arnie can move down here and get him. And then Danny Trejo can go and get the ball. That's all reasonably risky, I admit. And Mickey Rourke still has to move, but I'm not sure where I can put him at the moment. So we're going to try this. This is reasonably okay. Yep, that is nice. Well done. So if we put you there and move up, now I can blitz. Possibly with Mickey Rourke, which is the same number of dice. But I can always push you off because you got Frenzy. I could get rid of that ghoul. But it's risking that wild animal kicking in and him rolling a 1. And if he does, that's really bad. But we're doing okay, so I think I'm going to go with that. And it worked, so let's see if we can get a push here. I do, because Defender Stumbles equals a push. I'm going to push him there. And this time, another push. A push! Nice! Goodbye. And Arnie, he's on the edge there. I could put him there. He'd have to go for it. It's another risk that I don't want to take. Does mean that Danny Trejo has to have a dodge out of... He's moving into his tackle zone there, so got to move out and then move in again. But yeah, I'm going to go with that. However, we now have Mickey Rourke, who can move here to sort of like distract this werewolf. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to see how agile Danny Trejo is. Seems he's very agile. The thing is, do I want to run him up there? Probably not. The dodge notwithstanding, because I have to dodge no matter where I move him. The zombies ready. There is only zombies, but the zombies are strength 3, he's strength 2, so it'll be exposed. I think I might run it back down here, you know. I think I might run it back here, which is 2 dodges, but well, gutter runners dodge, that's what they do. And even if he does fall over here and the ball scatters, it's with my players, so we're going to move it back down here. Nice, well done, Danny, well done. And this is not good. I might as well... No, actually, I'm not going to do that either. Going to be quite passive with Liam, Sigourney and Samuel here. Let them get battered, but we've got the ball off them, which is the main thing with Skaven, is they have a lot of difficulty getting the ball, I believe, because they lack strength. You know, they've got plenty of speed, but the strength is what's... oh, okay, Samuel L. Jackson got knocked out. We'll say no to that. We do have one Bloodwiser Babe, so he should be able to wake up on a 3+ rather than a 4+. Mickey Rourke got knocked down there. And, yep, because of your blitz, you got moved into us. The ghoul's coming. Okay, and you tried... Did you just try and dodge with a flesh golem? Yes. The AI is stupid. So... Okay, get rid of this werewolf. A push is all that's needed. Got a block as well, so that's quite certain. Then I could try and force myself up this way by then blitzing this zombie, or I could just try and run up there. Just basically just dodge and run with Danny Trejo. Let's try. Alright, let's stand you up. Mickey Rourke, stand up. And then that will help us stand Samuel L. Jackson up. And Nicolas Cage is sort of like in a bit of trouble here. I could try and dodge him away later. But this is nice. I mean, you know, tying their more important players up with Lyman. Okay, we've got Lyman Zombie there, which isn't that important, but... So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. Okay, nice. Yeah, we knocked him down, So let's push him there. I don't want to follow up. Although maybe I should have. No, I shouldn't. Yeah, because this guy's still in the way, no matter what. So, I mean... Or this. Or this. Of course, this does move Arnie away from the edge if I blitz with Arnie. But if he fails that wild animal thing, it's 3 dice though. Yikes. He's going to let me down one of these times though by doing that, so I think I'm just going to go with this. All I need is a push and a follow-up, and then he's got a free run up there. And that's another touchdown, basically. So yeah, Michelle Rodriguez is going to try and get that zombie. Nice! Excellent. Good lad. Lass! Yeah, it's a chick. Good girl. Well done. Right. So, Johnny Trejo, there you go! Go and score. Off you go, lad. Now I'm going to try and move Arnie. This is probably not going to work. It's a 4+ to move him here, but we'll try and get him in the way. Nope, that's fine. He'll just stay there. And also, we'll have Kurt Russell pop here. We don't have to dodge Nicolas Cage now. And now we're actually outnumbering that zombie. Lyman versus zombie. Go on then. Right, yeah. So they knocked each other down. Liam Neeson versus Halo Blanket. Okay. Uh-oh, he can still reach with that ghoul. Didn't think of that. Yeah, knocks him down. He's got block. The zombie's coming up. That wasn't as clear cut as I thought. But then I did try and move him over there to cover that. There wasn't a whole lot else I could have done. Oh, the white tried to dodge and knocked himself out. However... Alright, I can try and stand you up, pick it up, you know, all that kind of stuff going on. Try and get Nicolas Cage over there, see if he can get him there, and then you can stand up and pass to him. High agility means good at passing. I also have the option of a blitz, but the zombie's in the way. Clever AI. Flesh Golem's incoming, so I got to act quickly. Let's stand Liam Neeson up, which is actually quite nice, because now I can put him next to the Flesh Golem. Tie him up. There we go. I won't stand you up just yet. I'm going to try and get rid of the zombie with the storm vermin. It's a push. That is not brilliant. Push you there. Do limit the amount of dodges you have to do now from 3, or was it 2, to 1. Got Sean Bean down here. And we've kind of got this covered, haven't we? Put Sean Bean up here. Sort of get him in the area. He can influence this next turn. Go to where he needs to. Yeah, they certainly have control of the ball here. I really need to take out that ghoul. If I got a blitz on that ghoul, that would be amazing from there, but you know, it's not going to happen. It's a shame. Got 2. It doesn't really matter though. I'll try and blitz that zombie. If I fail, I've wasted my blitz. Let's try and get Nicolas Cage over in the end zone here. It's a 3+ to dodge, and he gets to re-roll it. So here, I mean, I could try and go for this now. Basically, I could try and stand him up, pick up the ball and throw it to him, or dodge and throw it to him, because I don't think he'll have the movement to go there. I mean, it's a lot of movement. Basically, let's try and get some players up. I am going to try and blitz this zombie and possibly push him off the pitch with Arnie if he doesn't go wild. He hasn't gone wild. He hasn't gone wild. Alright, we're pushing. And now, of course, he doesn't get experience for this, which is a bad thing. And he's right on the edge as well, which is another bad thing. But, you know, it's a player out. And that's a major use of Frenzy, is to make people go crowd surfing, which is how it is referred to. This is all inconsequential. I can get like a nice block on this white and then consequently that zombie, but none of these guys can get up there to influence anything. And if I roll double 1s or anything down here, then, you know, I've left this sitting. So you are going to stand up, and we're going to try and just pick up the ball, basically. It's a big thing to do, but, you know, he's bloody done it, hasn't he? So I can try and throw that, or I can try and dodge and throw it. I'm going to try and dodge. Alright, I might as well try and run and hand it off then, I suppose. Go. Nice! Handoff was less risky than a go for it, purely because it's a 2+, but you don't fall on your ass if you fail that, so nice. So Nicolas Cage gets a touchdown. Sweet. His werewolf woke up, but he's got 2 zombies out, and who is our lineman? Samuel Jackson's still knocked out, but yeah, he's got a ghoul and a white out. They're 2 key players, positional players, they're known as. Let's get Michelle Rodriguez down there, so Arnie can throw, or can kick it. And yeah, we're good, let's accept that. So far, so good. We get another team reroll as well. Excellent. Because even though they're 2 assistants, we... No, wait, they get to. Because we're not the bloody wolf and bird diggers, are we? God's sakes. We've yet to come across the thing that I'm really terrified about, and this thing that I've managed to prevent the AI from doing thus far, is a cage. Breaking a cage with Skaven will not be good. Werewolf's got the ball. Yeah, the werewolf have... Oh, he's going to make a cage now. Thing is, he's been a bit daft, because by putting his flesh golems here, he's put... You know, he can't bring them into the cage, which is where they're most useful. But it's the AI, you know. Nevertheless, here we are. Cage is basically where you surround the ball carrier with other players and stop you getting them. I don't think we're going to get the ball off him. There we go. There we go, yeah. And he's going to move his other flesh golem there. Or not? But he's only got a couple of turns left. So I don't think... Well, he could score. I mean, last time I managed to head him off at the pass and stop him from doing this. But this time he's got me. So... Yeah, this is going to be awkward, really. Again, he's 1 away from being served. He's well away. He's not didn't want to go in here. 1 or 2 squares away from the end. The side, because he'll die horribly. So, yeah. Mickey Rourke got knocked down. He's got stunned. He can stand up next time. We need to have Storm Vermin over there. We got 1. We need 2. I can take out that werewolf by moving a player, possibly Nicolas Cage, because he's really far away. So bring you over here, and then we get that 2 block on him. Thinking I might send Michelle Rodriguez against the white, but then again, he's just going to batter her. So she's probably better off going here, or at least here. If she does that, does she block Annie off? No, because that's what I'm thinking. At least get him in there, you know. Strength 5 player in the middle of him. So in light of that, if we put Michelle Rodriguez just in there, and then Kurt Russell, you can sort of move down here, and I'll plug you in where you need to be next time. I think it's more important to get Annie next to the ball carrier than it is to get to block this werewolf. So let's just see. Yes, he's done it again. Defender down. Defender stumbles, but that's absolutely fine. Hello! How you doing? And also this. That's a push, but you know, we could actually reroll that because we've got more rerolls than we have turns left. So we reroll that. Pushes again. Do you want to move in there? I don't. I want to keep this as it is because now I can block him with the lineman. No, I want to block with the lineman. Don't want to move, thank you. Blocking with Sean Bean. Sean Bean batters him. Have him back. Well done, Sean. So, knocked him down. Didn't really do a lot, but, you know, prevents him from doing anything next time. No. Of course, you can always run all the way up there, but I don't think we're going to get the ball next time. But what if we do? What if we do? I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to put you there actually, because if that Storm Vermin gets knocked down, this werewolf's just going to go, hello, run down here. So I've put 2 players there, stops him from doing that. Okay, not what I expected. You're not going to pass to the white. It's just not going to happen. A human player might well just decide, oh yeah, we can go around here now. Pass to him, you know. But the AI is not as smart as that, so... Alright, so he can move. Yeah, see, there we go. Alright, just pushed him. Just pushed him. So that means that he can't move his werewolf straight down here, so he is going to go all the way back up there. That's brilliant. Well, that's stopped that then, hasn't it? Yep. If he'd have blitzed him, and there was no one down here, you know, and actually knocked him down, then that werewolf would be here now. So, I'm going to watch your tackle zones and everything. The AI does not like tackle zones being in the way. We'll stand Liam and Mickey Rourke up. And, well, there's not a lot we can do. It's our last turn. We can't score. So, let's batter, shall we? Where's Arnie? There he is. You've only got a zombie next to you, but... Oh, well, yeah, okay. It's only a block. Okay, battered. Nice. That is an injury and 2-star player points. Excellent. Now I think, yeah, regeneration, which he has failed. The regeneration basically means on a 4+ you ignore the injury, which wouldn't affect his star player points. And he's leveled up, by the way. But he's badly hurt. No long-term effect. Let's get rid of that. This isn't brilliant. Here. So the Storm Vermin here. It's only a 1 dice. Okay, I'll tell you what. Well, you know, it's only to prevent him from hitting me next time. Probably not the most efficient use of my blitz. Because I have no chance. Well, I got very little chance of hurting him. Yeah, see, that's. I'm going to re-roll it. I mean, it's my last bloody re-roll. There we go. I can knock him down. And I've actually stunned him, so he's not getting him next time, which means I can move you, Tommy Lee Jones, here to help out poor Nicolas Cage, who's facing off against that. The Gutter Runner has a 2-dice block against the zombie because of these guys, Sean Bean and Michelle Rodriguez, helping out. I'm going to have Sean Bean do it though. It's a push. Push you there. Yes, we'll follow up. Because I believe now Michelle Rodriguez gets... Nah, it's just a 1-dice block. 2-dice block against that ghoul. He does have block. But you know what? Sigourney Weaver, I reckon she can... No, she can't. It's just a push. I don't want to follow up, really. That's okay. So now... I'm just throwing blocks out. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all what I'm doing, just so you know. I'm doing this! The Gutter Runner is going to push that werewolf out the way. So go away. So yeah, well done, Nick. You just pushed that werewolf. Get away! That is not going to happen. I completely didn't think that he's going to pass that. And he's not. He's not going to pass it. No, he's not. I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He might as well have tried to pass that to the white. And if it had worked, then he would have scored. But the AI doesn't think like that. At least I did count on him not thinking like that, you know, by completely just not bothering to cover that eventuality. And, it, you know, I was right. But, yeah, if he suddenly had, I'd have felt a bit stupid. I gotta admit, I'd have felt pretty stupid if that had happened. He's pushing my people around, but it's okay. Alright, he's decided to block with a zombie against Arnie. He had 2 red dice, which means I get to pick the result, so I can choose to either be knocked down or have him be knocked down. I'll have him be knocked down. That's a turnover. And the end of the half. Why would he try that? Why? Alright then. So. A white wakes up. And finally Samuel L. Jackson decides to rejoin us. Sweet. Michelle, what the hell are you doing? Get in there. Oh, we're kicking off, aren't we? I suppose that's okay for kicking off. Well, actually, we'll put you there and put Annie back here. There. Yeah, I think we're good. Arnie has leveled up 6 out of 6. Nice. I think someone else has, actually, while we're having a look around. I think, yeah, Nicolas Cage, 6 out of 6. So we're all doing pretty well. And if either Mickey Rourke or Michelle Rodriguez or Sean Bean or Liam Neeson or Tommy Lee Jones gets most valuable player, they'll level up as well. But, you know, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. We've got this half to play. They might die, you know. You gotta remember that. They might actually be killed. The defense start their drive a fraction before the offense, catching the receiving team flat-footed. The kicking team receives a free bonus turn, however. Players that are in enemy tackle zone at the beginning of their free turn may not perform an action. The kicking team, so basically, may use reroll during the blitz. So basically, all these players can move, and we get 1 free blitz, which is really nice. We know the ball's going there. That's not much of a big issue for us. So we can basically, I'm really thinking about blitzing one of these flesh golems, you know. Hitting him where it hurts. Or blitz a werewolf. But no, I think I'm going to blitz one of these flesh golems. That only means, though, that Arnie gets bogged down in here. Because then the flesh golem will stand up and he'll just get in there. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to leave that as it is. So I might just push Arnie out up here. I can always blitz probably this ghoul. Or this werewolf with Tommy Lee Jones. I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to push down this side. So Mickey Rourke's going to go up here. Because what if he fails his roll? Also, because of this, it's his maximum movement to here. So he'll have to go for it to do any further blitzes. Or blocks, or whatever you want to call them. Attacks. So, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. We are going to blitz down there. We're going to move up, though. We are going to move up. We are going to... hopefully create a bit of a line here with Kurt Russell, Sean Bean and Michelle Rodriguez. Going to leave Arnie there, I think. Well, I might try and move him. Nicolas Cage quickly behind. And, yeah, we'll go with this, I think. Here we go. Try and batter that werewolf. Take him out. Come on, Tommy. Nice! Nice hit. I don't want him to follow up. That's a stun, so he's down for the first turn. And I think I'll leave Arnie pretty much where he is, so he can pop in whenever he's needed. And, yep, the werewolf will have the ball. If I'd have followed up there, that white would have just got a free block on me. Now he has to move to block me, and, you know, therefore can't block me this turn. Okay, he's going to do his old caging strategy. I should have really... ooh... had to re-roll that one. Oh! Okay, just a push on Mickey Rourke there. Should have really tied these guys up with these guys, thinking about it, so he couldn't do this caging thing. Should have really done that, because I should have predicted that he was going to do that. Oh, he went for it again, couldn't re-roll it, and the white is on his ass. So. That's possible. That is possible. I can get Michelle Rodriguez to be next to this. Actually, Sigourney Weaver. That's probably a really bad idea. Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver. Go there. Okay. Now it's just a 1 block dice, which is probably all we're gonna hope for. I'm thinking that's probably all we're gonna get. Oh well, Sean Bean can go here. Just kind of like pressuring him. Michelle Rodriguez. Thinking you can if we manage to get that. It's a 2 dice block, but you know, and then I suppose we could try and block that zombie or blitz that zombie. Then I'm next to his werewolf. Then we can move Michelle Rodriguez in there as well, and really just like, because he doesn't like moving the ball carrier, doesn't like dodging with him basically. Quite happy with this. Quite happy with you being there as well, because if anyone gets through, bump. You can try and go it without Arnie here. And yeah, I'd rather have the 2 dice block than the 1. Especially when it turns out like that. Let's push you there, and yes, I do want to follow up. And now we'll move Michelle Rodriguez. Of course, that white is going to stand up, and that's going to be an issue, but we'll deal with that next time. Just putting pressure on him, especially when Nicolas Cage is just going to go, hello, I'm going to go around here now. Danny, you just move there for now, and then he gets a 2 dice block on that white. Let's re-roll that. That's Blood Bowl. That is Blood Bowl. Suddenly, boom! 4 1s. But it's okay. It's alright. We're kind of weak down here, but yeah, he's really trying to get his ball carrier free. So he's pushed Michelle Rodriguez. And then... See, that's only a 1 dice block, so, you know, suddenly you get attacker down. And that's it. You're screwed. So now... we're looking pretty good here. We're looking okay. We're going to stand Tommy Lee Jones up. And... yeah, still Arnie down there. I'm thinking maybe just try and move Arnie up here. I don't think he'll be able to. Just bash him up here. See, no. Be quite useful being in there. I don't think I'm going to get a 2 dice block on that werewolf. Unless... just noticing these gutter runners are really good for getting assists in. Because they're so mobile. Suddenly it's 2 dice. Suddenly we've got to push. I'm going to try and re-roll it. I'm going to try and get the ball off him. That is it. Yeah, I got blocked, so... it's gone there. It's gone there. Well, that's not too bad. We now have 2 dice on that zombie. And that was a good roll. I'm not going to follow up. I'm going to let the ball sit there. Bit of a scrum right here. Could have Sean Bean run in there and get it. Although what I really like is for this to happen. But it's not going to. It's just not going to. This is nice. Flesh Golems versus Linemen. Pretty much just stopping his Flesh Golems from going anywhere. Yes, the Linemen are going to take a hit now and then, but that's what they're there for, I'm afraid. Throw against the line. Although, if I move here... Actually, Sean Bean can get... Alright, Sean Bean. Do that. Kill him. Good lads! Oh, Sean! Oh, Sean! 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 Well done. Thing is, I'm thinking of Michelle Rodriguez. Yes, it's a dodge. It's too many dodges. But she can pick up the ball. That's the thing. She can actually... She's got sure hands. If she gets the ball, I get a, you know, guy up there. I'm going to move you down here, Michelle. No, there. So you can maybe pick up the ball next time. If I manage to get Arnie in there with a blitz. Should have maybe moved him up before, earlier than that. But then, I wasn't quite so comfortable then. And thinking maybe they could break down here, and then they have Arnie there ready to just stomp them. If he doesn't fail his wild animal test, that is. Alright. Well, that turn went badly for him. So I believe he pushed Sigourney Weaver. And I don't know what happened there. I think he got a both down result somewhere. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke got stunned. Where the hell are we looking here? Here? Okay. So yeah, something happened here. Mickey, I think he got both down. He got both down. Yes, and somebody got knocked out. Yes, the Flesh Golem got knocked out. Mickey Rourke got stunned. Mickey Rourke came out on top there. I mean, come on, yeah, it's nice. Okay. Just look straight for Arnie there. Get him in there. Hopefully, you know. Don't expect him to get the ball, but... Oh! I don't want to reroll that. It'd be a waste of a reroll. Well, that's going to happen. That is going to happen. Yeah, and suddenly we're not looking so great here. Not looking so hot. No chance of picking up that ball. Suddenly gutter runners are against whites and stuff, and... Oh, alright, let's see if we can do this. Nope. Both got blocks, so that didn't work. It's getting bogged down. Skaven do not like being bogged down. It doesn't work very well for them. Let's see if we can get a nice 2-dice block on that werewolf at least. It's a push. Get rid of him. Don't move up. And yes. Not doing a whole lot here, really, am I? Not able to do a lot. That's a 5+ to pick that up, and a dodge into a load of tackle zones. Tackle zones are cumulative. I'm not happy about where we are right now. Danny's actually helping there, but if he blocks Danny... Mind you, that's only a 1-dice block, but it's still against a gutter runner. He still has block. So I'm going to try and move you back for now. Well done. I can always move you over here and get a nice assist on that zombie, but that's completely pointless. I mean, they're not looking like scoring, and neither are we. But in a fight, Skaven are going to lose. They've got better armor, you know, and you know, it's not going to end well. We're going to pick up a few injuries, I think. I think the game is won. The match is won. But in this, yeah, see now is her. Oh God! All right, that was unexpected. So Nicolas Cage here just battered a werewolf. And suddenly things have changed again, because now I have a nice block on this zombie, except I don't. Why is that? Because there's a bloody zombie there. Sigourney Weaver, stand up. Now I have a nice block on this zombie. Then there's only that ghoul left. You can reach that ghoul, but it's... Oh, it's bloody risky. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Mickey Rourke can stand up and go and stand next to that ghoul. That might help. Alright, we're... Oh. I only need a push, Michelle. I only need a push from you on this zombie. That's all I want. I got better than that. We are not going to follow up. Oh, this way. That's nice. Both got a block, but I wanted to push you anyway. So there, and I do want to follow up. Hello, ball. Hello, Danny Trejo. Nice. Go on then. Oh, yes! I do want to... More sensible than that would have been to move over and pass it to him. And just hand it. And then Nick would have got another touchdown there. I was being hasty. This game will make you pay for being hasty. Just saying stuff. I must have lost my 4-leaf clover. That is quite right. Though so have you, because you cannot pick up the ball. Annie, I don't know what I want you to do, but I want you to do something. Can you just move there? No. I'm sure people will question why I'm not re-rolling those re-rolls, and that's because he's got loner. Which basically means when I want to use a re-roll, I have to first roll a dice, and on a 4+, I can use the re-roll. So there's only half a chance I get to use the re-roll in the first place. See, we're all down. We were being really lucky with injury rolls, because we have taken a lot of blocks this time. I can batter that ghoul. I can... yeah, I squandered that opportunity, and now I'm paying for it by being stuck with this. With very little to do. Very little to do at all. Push him. Just get rid of him. Put him down there or something. And no, I don't want to move. Yeah, and suddenly I'm faced with a load of red dice and risky maneuvers like that, which is actually now looking quite tempting. Shouldn't do though. That was lucky. That was blatantly just lucky. Yeah, you've got block. 2 dice though. What does it get me though? What does it get me? If I do knock you down, dodge, and then suddenly you're like down here. Of course, then I can just move you here. I'll try it. The push is fine. The push is alright. We will move up there. Well done, Mickey. Well done. And then you can go here. Nicolas Cage. Let's not forget, these guys have 4 agility. They can pick up balls and stuff. They're good with balls. I said it. I'm going to end turn here. And a match in a minute. We're 2-0. I got bogged down here. I squandered that opportunity with Danny Trejo running in there. I could have just... I was overconfident. I thought I could just pass it. It was a low roll. Sean Bean got knocked out again. We won't re-roll that because you never know. Might get a dead roll and then another dead roll. We do have 2 apothecaries and I haven't used either of them yet, but I'm only saving for something other than knockouts. He tries to dodge with a flesh golem. Actually annoys me how stupid the AI is sometimes, but I'm still quite, you know, struggling. So we'll move Samuel L. Jackson up here. Can't wait to get my Storm Vermin's Guard. That'll be so freaking useful. That's what I'm going for, by the way. Get rid of that white. Again, where does that get me? I need to get rid of this white. I need to get rid of these, but I don't have anyone near them apart from bloody Danny Trejo. And he's got strength 2. Right, let's go with this. Nice. Very good. Don't move up. Okay, stun. He's not coming back next turn. Suddenly, I'm thinking 5+. I mean, 5+. That's awful. I don't like Danny Trejo being there. I want to get him probably over there and hope for the best. Sort of thing. Doesn't need to be all the way up there though. It just needs to be there. He didn't fail. He failed his dodge roll. I wasn't going to do anything down here anyway. You know, I maybe moved Samuel L. Jackson. Maybe I should have moved him. Probably should have, to be honest. Up here. Just want to get out of this mire that I'm in. And that helped because suddenly He's got the ball. He isn't moving though, but he's going to pick up that flesh goal and form another bloody cage. If any good thing is from this, the ball is closer to Arnie, so I can do a blitz and he'll probably move then. Okay, there you go. 1 dice block. Those werewolves are only strength 3. They don't have blocks, so frenzy is all well and good, but get Arnie up there, sort of thing. Let's form sort of a wall type thing going on here. He's got 1 turn left. And so have we. Pretty much given up on scoring now, although you can never say never with Skaven. See if Danny Treasure can dodge out. It didn't work last time, did it? So I'm probably just going to leave that. Have to be right back. Alright, so I'm going to have to do a block, aren't I? A block probably against the zombie because you guys have... Yeah, they got stunned firm. So I won't be able to move up next to that werewolf. And I want to move up. Thank you! Move up. Oh, I didn't pick up Michelle. I didn't pick up Michelle. Ah, he gets a lot of strength bonus on me. Oh, he needs to go for it. I need to re-roll that, otherwise it's a turnover. I got it. It's another push. Go there. Okay. I wish I was, you know, I had a plan for why I didn't pick up Michelle, but I didn't. Okay, he's got 1 turn left. He's not going to score. There's no one down here. He wouldn't throw in if he could, but he's got no one to throw to. Nicolas Cage, get the hell away from those guys. Thank you. If anything, I'm robbing them from SPP by them not whacking me, even if I do fail at dodge roll. And yeah, well, Sigourney Weaver, do you want to have a go? You want to have a pop? Go on then. Nice. No. That's probably the most... Oh, go on then, Liam Neeson. Go on. Oh, 2 dice. 2 dice. Liam! Liam! What are you doing? Let's not move up. Let's leave that zombie alone. Right, there we go. So, his last turn. What is he going to do? Not score. Form up in a pointless cage. Dodge with ghouls, which is fine. Oh, Arnie got knocked. Oh, he got right into the mire there, though. That's the thing with... Oh no! Okay, we're fine. That's the thing with Frenzy. You can sort of like put yourself in traps. If you get a push for that first roll, suddenly you're in with a bunch of enemy players, and no matter if you are strength 5, you're still you're suddenly just surrounded. Okay, so last turn, don't have a reroll. I think he's done all his best blocks, so I think we might weather the storm. Been pretty lucky in this match, I will freely admit that. You know, not so much keeping the clean sheet. I mean, that's nice. Not taking any injuries, because you know we got into a battle here for most of this half. We have been in a battle. That's really tempting. No one to pick up, is there? Let's do it! Yes! Batter him! Where the hell's the ball gone? Okay, suddenly I'm thinking here. Suddenly I am thinking. You know, suddenly there's options. It's risky, but what have we got to lose? Ah, there we go. Well, she got it eventually. But yeah, that was it. That was the end of the that was the end of the game. So, a 2-0 victory, closer than last time as I predicted. It could have been sort of 3-0 if I hadn't have squandered that Danny Trejo sort of little run in there and tried to pass to Nicolas Cage instead of handoff or whatever. So bad me for that. I want to re-roll that, because if you win, you get to re-roll your winnings, and it's calculated by the team value and all this and how many people were there and blah blah blah. We got 70 grand, which is really nice. Didn't have much ball. Well, ball possession was sort of equal again. We played the entire game in their half, which is really nice. We got a little bit of passing, lots of running as you'd expect. Let's go into the... let's find out actually who Manual Most Valuable Player was. It was... oh, who cares about that? Alright, Arnie got it. Arnie got it. So that's pretty nice actually, because now he's sort of like on the way to level 3. because he has leveled up. Let's go into our player statistics and have a look at the variants and see that he got most valuable player. Touchdown score by Tommy Lee Jones and Nicolas Cage, so that's a Storm Vermin and a Rat Ogre. Catch by Tommy Lee Jones. No throws, I don't think this time. Interceptions, none. Passes, touchdowns. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Michelle Rodriguez did do a pass. That's pretty good. We didn't kill anyone. And he inflicted a casualty. Kurt Russell did knock someone out, as did Mickey Rourke, so well done you guys. Blocks are actually tackles. They're basically when someone fails a dodge roll against you. Thank you whoever told me about that. So that was Liam Neeson, Samuel Jackson, Sean Bean. Running, there you go. W. Jones, Michelle Rodriguez, Danny Trejo, all got Trejo. No one was injured. A couple people got knocked out. Sean Bean once again. So yeah, there we go. And oh yeah, Danny Trejo did not fail a dodge roll, didn't he? But there we go. We got a 7-star player points for you, 3 for you, 1 for you, 3 for you. It's all good. Let's go on to, and there's the replay if you're so interested. So really not a lot happened in the second half. We couldn't get the ball off them. When we did, I squandered it. Lesson learned. Some of my players have leveled up. Let's have a look and see who they were. Nicolas Cage and Arnie. Let's have a look and see about Arnie's level up. So, basically you roll 2 dice when you level up. Normally he will gain strength skills. On a roll of a double he will get mutations, general skills, agility skills and passing skills. A choice between all of them. And then on rolls of like 10, 11 and 12 he will also gain bonuses to these. Possible bonuses. Let's see, roll up and see what we got. Oh. It's an armor value or a movement allowance or a skill. See, the armor value is really tempting, as is movement allowance, and we can also have skills. For example, none of those really are that sort of like key for me. Guard is nice, but I prefer to have that on my Storm Vermin. And Juggernaut, and the player takes blitz action, which he will be doing a lot. Players may not use their fend, stand firm, or wrestle skills against blocks. The enemy would choose to treat a both down result as if a push result has been rolled instead. Let's cancel that. I think we can get them anytime, but strength skills, he's already got his Mighty Blow, which is what I would have got. I mean, multiple blow. I mean, Thick Skull is also pretty nice, but I can get that any one. I think I'm going to go with armor value to make him, armor value 8, it's 9. Suddenly he's a lot harder to hurt. He won't be getting blocked that much anyway, but I don't want him to, go for it or whatever and then suddenly just get injured and killed. So I'm going to go for armor value. So he's a little tougher in defense. More rounded player, because I did mention in this match that his armor value was something that I'm sort of concerned about. So 9 is pretty respectable now. I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm not sure about how I'm going to build my gutter runners. So if anything sort of really obvious pops up, they get access to general agility skills by default. Oh yes! I will be having that. Agility 5 gutter runner. That's incredible. So basically he dodges by default on a 2+ and he gets to re-roll it. That is pretty damn sweet. There are some nice level up rolls. Thank you, game. Thank you. Yeah. Let's save that. So, we've also got 100,000, so I can possibly buy some... I'll probably buy another player. I'm going to buy another player now. We'll name him... Actually, I'll buy him next week, and we'll name him next week as well. I'll generate the name and everything next week, and we'll get another player, because having 11 players is the minimum. I could buy 2, I could buy 2 because these are worth £50,000 gold coins each. So I could buy 2 linemen, get a nice sort of like buffer going with them. Also, let's not forget that we can have up to 4 gutter runners and 2 throwers on the team. So I could get another gutter runner for 80 grand. I don't think I will. I think 2's enough. I think I just need to bulk it out with linemen at least. But your thoughts are welcome on that, about how to spend this extra 100 grand. And of course, assistant coaches and everything. And rerolls are 120 grand if you're interested. So we can't get another one of them yet, but 3 is nice. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, 2-0 victory against Necromantic. Next week we'll be facing off against the Krug Eruptors, who destroyed my local team last Let's Play. And They're a dangerous team. The Beast of Nurgle has block. That is very, very bad. Oh dear. You have block, and you got a +1 in agility. Alright. Nurgle warrior with agility. Yeah, fair enough. He only has till 11 players, I've got to remember that. And yes, they beat the Squig Chasers 2-0. So, fun. Right, that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. It was good. We got another fan factor as well. Let's not forget that. And I shall see you next week for more Variax action, where we'll be going off against the Nurgle, who are the most bashy team we have played so far. The Necromantic are a little bit bashy, a little bit dodgy, a little bit quick, a little bit slow. They're a bit mix of everything. But yeah, Nurgle are bashy. They have a Beast of Nurgle with block. Yikes. See you next time. Thanks very much. Toodaloo.